Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is not discussed or taught very often. It's called protection. We're going to teach you how to protect your money, your family, your income, your way of life, and your future. Many years ago, I met this wonderful married couple, Charlie and Susan. They have 3 beautiful children, 2 sons and a daughter. Sadly, way too young, Charlie was taken from this earth. I was shocked when I received the call. My body was frozen and I could barely breathe. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. But it was true. The funeral was heartbreaking. To see so many sad faces, loving family and friends, all packed together with looks of disbelief. These situations are so unbelievably hard. Nothing anybody said or did was going to bring Charlie back to his family. My heart still hurts for them to this day. Because we had a plan, Charlie's family would be taken care of. Charlie's income was gone, but our strategy through insurance, investments, and other planning allowed for the family to be covered if something like this happened. Now, did this make the pain go away? No. Would they give it all back to have one more day with their dad? Yes. But allowed the family to be together, grieve together, heal together, and take one day at a time together without the additional pain of financial stress. Financial protection is not only insurance. This is a very common misconception. Yes, insurance can be used as protection, but insurance and protection are different. Protection is an important category to everyone's personal financial plan. It's called planning for the unexpected. When you are analyzing your personal financial situation, there are some questions you must ask yourself. What would my family do if I died today? What would I do if my spouse died today? What would I do if both my spouse and or I lost our jobs today? What would happen if a member of my family became disabled? What would happen to my family if someone experienced an unexpected severe illness or accident? People always say, oh, that will never happen to me, until it does happen to them. In my experience working with families, unexpected events happen all the time in this life. I always tell my clients, my job is to hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Protection is not always insurance, but yes, life insurance is one of the most popular ways to protect yourself and your family. When learning about life insurance, the 2 most important definitions you want to remember are: number 1, death benefit. It is the primary reason someone purchases a life insurance policy. It is the amount of money the insurance company will pay out to the beneficiaries if someone dies during that policy term. Number 2, insurance premium. It's the dollar amount and the cost you pay each month or year to the insurance company to keep your insurance policy active. Your number 1 goal for buying the best insurance is get the largest death benefit for the lowest premium from the best and most reliable insurance company. This is called term life insurance. Term life insurance is a life insurance that provides coverage at a fixed rate or payments for a fixed period of time. Most of the time, it will offer you the largest death benefit for the lowest cost for a fixed period of time. You can choose for how long. Another piece of advice, make sure when buying term life insurance, you understand the premium details. Some term policies have a fixed or level premium, which means you pay the same dollar amount the entire length of the policy. For example, meet Dave. Dave needs $500,000 of life insurance. Dave would pay $52 a month at the age of 30. He'd pay $52 a month at the age of 40. He'd pay $52 a month for the entire 30-year term life insurance. Another type of term insurance premium is called increasing or yearly renewable, which means the life insurance premium will become more expensive as time goes on. Let's take Dave, the same example, $500,000 death benefit for term life insurance. The yearly renewal or increasing premium would start at $30 a month, but it would increase to $52 a month over the next 5 years. Then increase to $138 a month. Then increase to $240 a month by the time Dave's 50. It would increase year by year. They also have decreasing term, which means the term life insurance product would be more expensive in the beginning years and premiums would lower as time goes on. Personally, for myself and my family, we have used the level payment and fixed premium term life insurance. But just make sure you understand your premium and what the premium will be going forward. Through all my schooling, they've taught us it's very important to remember that insurance is protection. It's not an investment. You might be asking yourself, Nick, what do you mean by that? In today's insurance game, there are many life insurance products that boast about being a combination of insurance and investments compiled into one product. A couple of examples of this would be whole life insurance or universal life insurance. The problem is they're a lot more expensive. Whole life insurance, sometimes called straight life or ordinary life, is a life insurance policy which is guaranteed to remain in force for the insured's entire lifetime, provided required premiums are paid. or to the maturity date. Universal life insurance is a type of cash value life insurance. The excess of premium payments above the current cost of insurance is credited to the cash value of the policy, which is then credited each month to interest. Whole life and universal life insurance have many similarities. The biggest difference is that universal life offers flexibility in many of the features such as premium, investment options, and death benefits. Now, I just showed you some numbers and charts for term life insurance. Let's now compare the premium death benefit to a whole life insurance policy. So let's look at Dave. Again, $500,000 death benefit for whole life this time. You're gonna see the cost is outrageous. It increases so much every 5 to 10 years, from $200 a month to $300 to $400 to $500. For this whole life insurance policy, it would be an average of $530 a month for premiums. Do you see how much more expensive whole life insurance is in universal life? And it's the same death benefit of $500,000, but it costs a lot more. Now, the insurance company will try to sell you that there's an investment part to it that grows as well. In school, and with my experience, more than 90% of people, they don't need to pay extra for whole life or universal. Why? Because the fees are so high that whole life and universal, your investments suffer. And the death benefit is usually a lot lower, and the price you pay, which is the premium, is a lot higher. Here's what you should do. And what I'm about to show you, anyone can do. Take the whole life insurance we just showed you. The average monthly cost is $530 a month. The fixed or level premium term insurance policy from earlier for Dave, the same $500,000 death benefit, was only $52 a month. The difference would be $478. So pay $52 for the term insurance and then invest the $478 that's left over into a mutual fund, index fund, or investment that pays you 12% a year. At the end of 30 years, you and your family would have been protected from an untimely death for $500,000, and that $478 invested at 12% a year would be almost $2 million. Insurance and protection is different than investment. Most of all, just know that universal and whole life products are not able to do that for you. Protection is important, but remember, it's not always insurance. But when buying life insurance, your goal is to get the highest death benefit with the lowest premium. Usually term insurance is going to be your best option, and then take the remaining amount and invest it. That way, one day in your future, you and your family will be self-insured, which means you have enough investments that generate a reliable return that if something happened to you, your family income, and they'd be okay, not affected. The last question you might be asking yourself when it comes to insurance, Nick, how much life insurance or death benefit do I need? A popular strategy to this is called the needs analysis. What is the yearly income you would need to replace if you or someone you relied on died? You take that needed yearly income, multiply it by 85%, and then you divide that dollar amount by 5%. For example, let's use Dave again. If Dave makes a little over $58,000 a year, and his family would desperately need his income if something happened to him, statistically, the needs analysis states that the family would only need 85% of Dave's income to maintain the same lifestyle. 85% of Dave's income, which is a little over $58,000 again, would be $50,000 a year. You take $50,000, you divide it by 5%, would give you $1 million. Dave's death benefit should be for $1 million. It's called the 5% rule. If Dave's family had $1 million invested properly, it could safely generate 5% a year, which is $50,000 a year, without ever running out of money. As you can see, protection and planning for the unexpected is an important part of all financial plans. And insurance is an important tool that, if understood and used properly, can benefit you and your family. God bless.